Have you ever booked an Airbnb and then realized when you arrived that it really wasn't quite what you expected? Maybe it was too far from the places you wanted to visit, or the cozy description really just meant tiny. I've stayed in over 20 Airbnbs and I've never had a bad experience. But that's not luck, it's careful planning. Hi, my name's John. I've done a lot of traveling over the last 20 years, much of it on my own. If you're a solo traveler, you'll want a place that's safe, convenient, and worth your money. Let me show you how I choose the perfect Airbnb every time. Throughout this video, I'll share some photos of Airbnbs where I've been very happy in various parts of the world. The first thing I check, location. I want to be near public transport, like a metro station or a reliable bus line, so I don't waste time or money on long commutes. Ideally, I can walk to some key attractions or at least a good cafe. And safety matters. One trick, look for a concentration of hotels nearby. If the big chains have set up shop, it's usually a well-frequented and safe area. But here's an extra step I take. I use Google Maps, or better yet, Rome to Rio, to check the exact location before booking. Some listings say they're 10 minutes from downtown, but that could mean 10 minutes drive, not a walk. I search for the address to see if the area looks safe and well lit at night. In Rome to Rio, you can also see how long it will take you to walk to a bus stop or a metro station, and what connection you will need to travel to a part of the city that you want to visit. I always like to have a budget in mind. I prefer a self-contained unit with a private bathroom and a little space to relax, maybe even a balcony or a garden. If I'm just passing through for a night, I might opt for a private room instead of a full apartment. Prices vary based on size, location, and whether the bathroom is shared. Figure out what matters most to you and filter your search accordingly. Some people might want a full kitchen. I don't. I'm not cooking on my vacation. But I do like having a kettle and a microwave for a quick snack or maybe a hot drink before I go to bed. If I'm on a longer trip, a washing machine is also a huge bonus. And of course, reliable Wi-Fi is non-negotiable. Another thing to check, house rules. Some Airbnbs have unexpected restrictions like no visitors, quiet hours, or even limits on using the kitchen. A quick skim of the rules can save you from surprises later. Last year, I made a sort of a last-minute trip to Portugal. I'd never been there before, and I was looking for a spring break. I ended up finding an Airbnb that was in Lisbon that was right across the road from a metro station that connected to all the lines in the city. And then from there, I could also connect to buses that took me anywhere that I wanted to go. The unit was listed as for solo travelers, and it was very, very comfortable. It was on the third floor of an older building, but it had been all freshly renovated. It had a comfortable bed, a table and chairs where I could eat, a little counter with a sink and a coffee maker and a microwave, a clean bathroom, and a comfortable chair to sit in. It was perfect. There were restaurants close by and a nice big park across the street where I could get some exercise. And it only cost about $100 a night, much less than I would have paid for a hotel room. Always read the reviews, both for the property and the host. Most are positive, but check the most recent ones. An Airbnb that was great a year ago might have gone downhill if the host stopped maintaining it. I also look for comments on noise levels. Some places are above busy bars or on streets with constant traffic. If multiple reviews mention noise, I know to pack earplugs or look elsewhere. I prefer to book places with flexible cancellations. Ideally, I can cancel up to 2 or 3 days before my stay without losing my money. Some listings only offer partial refunds and others are non-refundable. Always check this before you book. The price you see up front isn't always what you pay. There might be cleaning fees, service fees, or even city taxes added on. Before booking, I always check the final total to avoid surprises. Good hosts usually respond quickly. Before I book, I might ask a question to see how responsive they are. Once I've booked, I share my mobile number so we can coordinate check in. Most places now use keypads for self check in, but some hosts still meet you in person. Either way, I've never had an issue with that. And one more thing, if you have a late check in or an early flight, ask the host ahead of time. Some places charge extra for late arrivals, and not every Airbnb has a secure spot to store luggage if you arrive before the check in time. With a little research, Airbnbs can be an amazing option for solo travelers. I've used it for years and I've never had a bad experience because I take the time to choose wisely. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. What's your best or worst Airbnb experience?